Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lessons, Learning, and Readings with Larkin. I am Larkin. Great to see you all here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today, guys, we are going to have another Sacred Hour with Spirit. For those of you who are new here, I want to let you know that my Sacred Hour with Spirit is very practical. Spirit is practical, guys. They want you to get tangible results. So we are going to be spending this time learning and expanding and getting guidance and direction from Spirit. It may or may not be what you want to hear or what you expect to hear, but Spirit knows not only who is here, but they know what it is you really need. Maybe it's not what you want, but they know what you need. So I always take the first 5 minutes and I stall. I don't like cattle call readings where everybody gets on and they're fighting to get called on. Most often, Spirit will often choose, doesn't mean they won't choose you, but I will choose whoever Spirit guides me to pick today for readings. And here's the really cool part about Spirit, if you really are patient and get to learn. Spirit knows what you need, and they also know that sometimes you have blocks and resistance to what it is that you are needing most. So oftentimes they will choose someone else, or they will choose someone else first, or other loved ones that you're wanting to connect with might even come through before the people you want to talk to, because that is their best way of getting the correct message through to you. So please come with an open mind, an open heart, without expectation, because the whole reason you guys come to a psychic medium is because you want to connect with the world beyond this one. That means that you have to be open to receiving things beyond the reality that your cognitive mind, the 5% of your mind that you are sitting here judging me and thinking about what I'm saying and aware of what I'm saying, beyond that part of your reality, right? Your eternal soul is wanting to connect. And we want that to make sense to your mind. But you guys are, oops, I'm pulling some incense out here. You guys are as much a part of this as Spirit that I am connecting with and being a vehicle. I am just the vehicle to connect with. Okay. I'll say hey to you guys in just a second. Okay. So I always take my time and I stall in the beginning to give you some guidance and direction to get the most out of your reading. Because if you guys come with a frantic, a neediness to your energy, you're not open to receiving. So it doesn't matter how great of a reading you have, how good I might be, how great Spirit might be. We can speak directly to you and you won't get the message. Okay. So please make sure when I'm reading for someone else that you guys are paying attention, because since Spirit knows who's here, there are going to be messages that come through you through other people's readings. Okay. And you need to be open to receive. I'm going to light some black cherry incense today. Set the ambiance, guys. Set the ambiance to get your senses out of frontal lobe mode. Out of what do I have to do next? When is she going to call on me? This is what I need to hear. Get out of that mode, because we're entering into a different paradigm right now. And I'm trying to help you walk through that door to a new reality with me when we go into these readings. Okay. So light some incense, get a candle, get your wind chimes going, turn on some music that has a special energy to it. Maybe it changes your mindset vibes. Whatever you can do to get into a different reality. Okay. Because we need to get your senses out of your everyday hustle mode and into a lower frequency of your mind, so you can get in a higher vibrational frequency with Spirit. Okay. You bring your loved ones and your Spirit team with you. So you have to be open to receiving things beyond what you are typically expecting. I have my little Ganeshi here today to join us for incense. 1 second, I have to fix the cat, where the cat sits on the lizard crate. There we go. My cats sit on my lizard crate, and one of these days they're going to collapse the lid. All right, let's see who's here today, and then we will do our little, you're loving it already, Joe. Awesome. Yeah, I do things a little differently. So if you have the patience and presence to be with your spirit team, then you're going to love this. If you're impatient and you just want the answers that you want, and you're very judgmental, you probably should just leave now because you're not going to like my hour. Okay. All right. Let's see who's here today. Real quick, guys, apologies for Monday, but I don't know how many of you guys saw my live yesterday, but my dad had a stroke on Saturday. So the reason you did not see me Monday is he's in the hospital, and we spent the whole day Saturday in the ER. And he had a moderate stroke. So we're going through that right now. So just real quick, if you don't know me, if you see I have a live and I miss it, whether it be a coaching live or it be an event like Meet Your Spirit Guides has now been moved to this Saturday, or it be a live like this, I'm either doing an animal rescue, I have a migraine and cannot get out of bed, or I am caring for one of my two parents. Okay, so I have way too much going on right now, but just so you know, I'm not ditching you. One of those three things is going on if I miss an event, okay? Okay, let's see who's here right now. I'm having a good day, Jenny. Thank you for saying hello. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. Hi, Kelly. Deanne, welcome. Good to see you. Guys, make sure you're specific when you're asking for a reading because I'm very thorough. And Spirit has been trying for years to get me to go through free online readings more quickly. Their way of doing that, since nothing else has worked now, is to have me ask you to please be more specific so I can just cut down the hunt and peck and get right to the reading, okay? Thank you, Linda, I've got you starred for being specific there. I call my grandma Nan too. Let's see here. Yep, Spirit gives what you need, Jenny Berlin. You're absolutely right. Welcome. Hi, Teresa. I think that's how you say your name. That's beautiful. From New Zealand. Love it. Love the different spelling there. You're loving it already, Joe. I love that. Hello from Maine, KR. Great to see you. Nelia, welcome. Hi, Kaweezy. Oh my goodness. Kaweezy. All right. We'll try to touch base with her. Okay. Hi, Rebecca. Good to see you. Hugs from Spain. Hugs back to you, dear. Hugs back. Guys, keep an eye, like my psychic medium page and follow my school if you can, because I have a women's coffee hour coming up, which I'm super excited about. And we're going to start doing a coffee hour on Fridays. And I'm going to pop my school in the event in here, but you'll want to check the school calendar for that, or my one of my pages, my psychic medium page, or my powerful choices page, where we're going to talk about women. We're going to talk about reclaiming your power and how to find good relationships, how to have good relationships. So you guys will want to join me for that coffee hour. That'll be really fun. If you guys just go to school, it's absolutely free. That's my main hub community I'm moving everybody over to. So all of my events will be posted on there. There's going to be free stuff. There's going to be everything from free to high-end coaching and events on there. So if you like anything that I do, you want to join me on school, because that's going to become my main hub. Okay. Vicky, great to see you. I'm just going to say hi to everybody first. Oh, KR and Kelly, thank you for asking about my dad. He's doing all right now. He can't eat anything. His epiglottis isn't working. But thank God, unlike his last stroke 5 years ago, he can walk and he can talk and use all of his limbs. But they're keeping him until he's able to eat. And they're doing some intense therapy. So we feel very blessed. His stroke went on for at least 6 hours. So it was a very intense event. And I was having a migraine. So it's been an interesting week. But thank you guys for asking. I appreciate that so much. My dad is just an angel. He's so sweet. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Guys, we're going to do some prayer circles too, so we can include everybody you guys all want to pray for. So thank you so much for your prayers and wishes, guys. You know, there are so many amazing teachers throughout history, and they all taught this. Most of you probably know it best through Jesus's teachings, but you know, the where two or more are gathered, it is so powerful. Whenever two or more of you can get together and pray, it's so powerful. So keep that in mind. Thank you, Helen. Good to see you. Amber Rose, thank you so much. Thank you guys for the love and prayers. Wow, I can feel that. And it'll come right back at you guys. That your love and prayers will come right back at you. Thank you so much. Let's see, KR, I've got you starred. I'm just starring everybody here, guys. Vicky, if you could be specific, please, sweetheart, because Spirit thinks I take too long and they want me to speed up a little bit, so that will just help me get right to the point. Thank you, Nelia. Thank you so much. Let's see, Linda, thank you. All right. Let's get back up here. Thank you guys so much. I feel the love. I appreciate you all showing up. So let's see here. My little scroller down. Let me scroll down. Okay. All right. Linda, let's do you quick first here. Guys, I love how Jenny says Spirit gives you what you need. That's so true. I want to speak right before I get into your mom and dad, Linda, and they are there and they're coming to me in feeling today. I use all my clairs, and different spirits can go through different readers in different ways and more strongly. I find if they want to tell me one thing, sometimes they find it best to go through feelings. Something else, they might go through words or visuals. They bounce around. But I just want to remind you guys that when Spirit comes through, and your parents want you to know this, Linda, as well, there's a little different balance of how Spirit communicates with you when they're on the other side. And as I've told you guys, when I asked Spirit, when I started reading for Veronica, I asked Spirit, what do I tell people when they ask me, when they say things like, can my loved ones hear me? Or, when they talk about loss. And because Spirit wants you guys to know, and by Spirit, I mean God source energy, which you are also a part of. I mean your spirit teams, which are your angels and your spirit guides and your spirit teachers, and then also your loved ones, right? Spirit wants you to know, and this is the answer they gave me, to remind you that your relationship with your loved ones, both human and non-human, okay, that means your animals as well, your relationships have not ended. They have merely transformed. And that is word for word what they told me years ago. Word for word. Your relationships, ingrain this in your brain. Your relationships have not ended. They have merely transformed. But this means, and Linda, your parents are really wanting you to get this because you are so intuitive and you're really trying to connect and you're having this new opening experience. I hope you can join my Awakening Your Intuition program, Linda, because it would be perfect for you. You are expanding your intuitive abilities, which you all have. And so your parents want you to know that they are communicating with you, but you need to learn a new way of connecting with them now that they have returned to the original form that we all have, right? You guys remember that you existed with your loved ones in non-physical reality before you were born into this world. And this is a really important reminder. I mean, let me know in the comments if this helps you to be reminded of this, because we are sort of like, we sort of assume subconsciously in that 95% of our mind we're not aware of. We all sort of assume that, like, this mostly comes from Christianity, but a lot of religion, right? We act as though this is life, and then we die. And then what happens after life? But we need to remember there is no time. They exist outside of space and time, and they existed, you existed before this life for eternity. So it's not that this is the beginning and then everything happens after this world, which is kind of how we act, right? We act as though this is the beginning, and what happens after this life? That's not how it works. And your parents, Linda, really want to remind you of this, that like you guys were all together before this world. You were together before this life. You had so many lifetimes before this. You've had so many realities in non-physical together first. You are eternal beings in an eternal community and an eternal family before you're born into this life. And this life is only a teeny pit stop. So, Linda, your mom and dad want to really remind you of that, because part of your communicating with them without us, without even a psychic medium, is you're remembering your soul connection to your parents. And Linda, your parents want to really drill that home, that you guys are soul connected. You are soul family. Deep down in your soul, in your intuition, the voice of your soul, Linda, you feel them every day. Yes. They want you to know, Linda, and it's not so much that they're telling you this for the first time. Hi, Jenny, welcome. It's not so much that they're telling you this for the first time, Linda. I got you starred, Carrie. It is that they want to remind you how to remember how to connect with them. Does that make sense? Hold on. I wanted to put your message up here. Hold on. I see you, Joe. Linda, here we go. Linda, you said you feel them every day. Yes, you feel them. So just as we talked about during your reading, Linda, during your discovery call, there is like you are very clairsentient. So you're going to feel first. Okay, that's your strongest clair, is to feel. And then all of your other clairs will come off of that, right? But that's your strongest one. And what they want you to know is, like, let's say you guys want to talk to your loved ones every day. So let's say, Linda, you want to talk to your mom and dad every day. Okay. It's not going to be, and they want you to understand this, Linda, it's not going to be like a regular conversation that you would have like with your spouse or your kids, right? People that you live with and talk with every day. It's not going to be exactly like that. And do you want to know why? It's not going to be exactly like that because they no longer have an ego. So the reason, Linda, they want me to remind you that you guys were together and existed before this life is because they want you to remember, because your soul has a cosmic memory, Linda, and your soul will remember, and your mom and dad know this. So they know the fastest way for you to learn to connect with them, even without a medium, is for you to remember who you are as a soul, to get in touch with that intuition, because that's where you guys communicate the best. You will communicate about important things, right? Like, let's say you're going to go take a trip and they're like, not really sure that's safe. We want to help guide and protect her, right? They're part of your spirit team. They're not your spirit guides. They're not your angels. They can be like an angel, but they're your loved ones that want to look out for you, right? So they'll connect with you about important things like that. If you have things that you're working on around the house or things that were theirs and you have questions about it, they will try to answer your questions and work with you on that. But they're not going to do small talk with you the way we would, right? They're not going to get into like the petty stuff, okay? Because they don't have an ego, but they will get into things that are relevant. So when you're trying to connect with them, Linda, what your mom and dad want you to know, because it looks to me like they're so cute, like they are all in for you. They are really focused on helping you build a communication with them that is clear, that is validated to you on the other side. And so they want you to keep talking to them, and they want you to know, number one, they can hear you. Okay. And they want you to know, I mean, part of your validation today through me is for you to get this validation that they know how hard you're trying to connect with them. And they know that you believe that you can, and you keep trying, and you're persistent, and you believe it'll get stronger and better. Okay. So please let that be validation to you that they're really there connecting with you. Okay. And they can feel that. They know that you can feel them. Now they want you to take it to the next level, Linda. They want you now to be able to use your other clairs when you connect with them. Okay. They want you to be able to start to, maybe you're not going to see them first off, but they know you're going to start being able to get messages through their thoughts. They said you're already getting messages through thought from them. You're just not aware that it's them, not you. And they want you to start being able to hear them and see signs. And they said those are going to be the next things you're going to do before you start to see them consistently. Okay. Does this resonate with you, Linda? Before I move on to the next one, I want to make sure this makes sense. Thanks for your hearts, Carrie. Oh, Cheryl, I've got a TJ too. I got you starred. You're enjoying this, Coeasy. Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, let's see. Angie, be specific, please. Be specific for me, because I have to get off at 6:30, and Spirit's trying to help me go faster. Let's see. Sal, hi. I am on YouTube and on Facebook today, thanks to StreamYard. Linda, yes, it makes sense. Okay, perfect. I see you, Helen. I'm trying to move a little faster today. I'm really practicing that because I really struggle with that on these lives. Spirit's really trying to help me. I don't want to rush. I don't want anyone to feel rushed, but I'm trying to help as many people as possible as I can for free. Okay. And so in order to do that, I got to keep moving. So Linda, so your instructions, Linda, are, hi, Kels. Great. Nice to see you too. Thank you. Thank you, Helen. So guys, sorry, I'm starring these and I'm trying to answer her at the same time. So Linda, are you clear on your instruction then? You are to trust and pay attention to how your mom and dad are coming through to you in other ways. Start with trusting the feeling part, right? Because that is the part that is your strongest clair, and your strongest clair will open up your other clairs. That's something I teach in the Awakening Your Intuition program. There's a whole chapter on that where we work on specifically on that. Okay. So practice with that. Trust it. Your trust is going to build that bridge. They are there with you all the time, like especially with things that are really significant. And then keep me posted. Let me know your progress. Okay. Because I do see that this is going to progress and it's going to get stronger. And you're going to start to really remember the soul connection you have with your parents. And so what feels like a loss now is actually going to become stronger memory and connection from what you've had before. Okay. Yes, Linda. Awesome. I love you so much. Thank you for letting me read for you. Your parents are lovely souls, and I'm going to send them off with you. Don't forget, guys, this weekend is Meet Your Spirit Guides. I had to postpone it because of my dad's stroke. So if you want to join us, I still have a couple spaces because I haven't been online marketing it. So I have a couple spaces left at 12 p.m. EDT. If you want to meet your spirit guides, no matter whether it's new to you or you're used to connecting with them, this will help you understand how they try to connect with you, validate who your spirit guides are, and send you off with methods to build a stronger communication and connection. Okay. You're welcome. Hi, Kels. You're welcome, Linda. And guys, here's the school. My school community is free. You can find out any events I'm having and connect with me there. If you like this and you want to get access to more resources, join me on school, okay? Hi, Cheryl. Good to see you, Cheryl. Let's see. All right, Carla, I've got you starred. All right. Good question, Jenny. That might be something you guys want to schedule a discovery call first. I see you, Sarah. I've got you started too. Thank you, Elisa G's. I still think you should do a discovery call. Great. Thank you. I'll pass on your wishes to my dad. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to scroll up, guys, to where Spirit is guiding me. I'm trying to do these in order today. If you guys are feeling stuck, if you want to know the next 3 steps that you need to take in order to I'm also a mindset mentor and coach and transformational specialist. So if you guys feel stuck, you're never stuck. If you want to know where you need to go next, or you're confused and you would like a free 20-minute discovery call, you need to go ahead and join my school and message me. I only do 10 discovery calls a week. It is not a sales call, but it is a free opportunity for you guys to get help, whether you want to awaken your intuition, learn to connect better with spirit, whether you want to learn to manifest, or you need a change in mindset, or you're having relationship issues and you want to learn to reclaim your power. If you're feeling stuck in any of these areas, guys, because, science and spirituality are not mutually exclusive. So you have to incorporate neuroscience and psychology along with this spiritual stuff, okay, along with the metaphysics. If you want to get the next 3 steps as to how to get unstuck, I would suggest you grab one of those free discovery calls with me. Okay, I only do 10 of them a week. It is not a sales call. If you want to work with me, you can let me know that. If I think I may be able to help you and I think you're going to be serious enough about it, I may invite you to work with me. But either way, you will leave that call with the next 3 steps as to what you need to do. Okay, it's a clarity call. All right, Angela, let me know if you are still there, please, so we can connect with John. Let's see here. Let me know in the comments, just because I want to make sure if I'm calling on you that you guys are actually here, because some people never get back on the live if they get off. And I want to read for people who are on the live, okay? Let's see. Somebody had asked about if you want to do Meet Your Spirit Guides. Before I forget, guys, you need to email me at larkinsreadings@gmail.com and write Spirit Guides. And you need to save larkinsreadings@gmail.com to your contacts so you don't miss the details when I send you the link to join the live on Saturday, okay? Okay. Let's see if she's here. We got so many people to get to today here. Let's see here. I see you, Carrie. Angela, you're here. Good. Yay. Okay. Let's see if we can connect with Charlie or John. See if we can connect with both here. I'm going to ask them to come forward. The guys' souls always line up. So the first souls that come through when you ask me to speak to someone may not be the one you're looking for. So we're going to validate and weed that out first, Angela. Sometimes it's because another soul has to come through first in order for your person to come through. Sometimes it's what they need in order to connect with me or the reader. It can be on my end. It can be on their end. It can be resistance or blocks from people in this world that make it harder for me to get to them or them to get to me. We have to get through the energy. Sometimes they come through right away. Okay. There are 2 vague energies here. So I do sense that they're both here, Angela, but I need them to actually come forward in order to be able to validate each person and make sure their message is clear. So we've got to make sure we have the right soul, okay? And I may mix them up. I may not know who's who. Their energies might actually blend. So we may need to sort that out to get the proper messages, okay? The first thing that's coming through is that one of these gentlemen has already had a reading done for them before, and they have gotten to validate to some of their people. The other one I'm getting has not gotten to do that. And please don't tell me anything. You can say yes or no to validate so that I know if I'm on track or not. Okay. Hi, Allison. Got you started, honey. Hi, Cindy. Great. Thank you. Good to see you. So you can validate yes or no to let us know if we're on track, because we got to sort this out. Let's see. Hi, Allison. Hey, Ray Nicole. But so one of them they're showing me has gotten to has had some sort of connection with a psychic or something and has gone through, but the other one has not. I'm going to do another description here, but I want you guys to understand that when I'm describing these souls, it may or may not be the way that you knew them. Okay. A lot of souls will come through the way that they departed, that you remembered them. And I think that's super cool when they do that. Other souls, if they passed when they were older, a lot of times they come through as though they were in the younger versions of the self that they want. Okay. All right. Yes, Ray Nicole, that's what we're doing right now. We're doing mediumship. Got you started, honey. Okay. Well, one of them has gotten through to someone, Angela, and that's okay. You don't have to be aware of it. A lot of things that come through you may not know about on a reading with a reader, and when you get off, you might find out hours, days, weeks, or even months later. Okay. But it looks like one of them has been able to come through. One gentleman looks as though he was maybe in his 40s. And I'm seeing, and I don't know which one this is. I just asked them both to come forward, Angela. One of them is showing me a gold wedding band on his hand. One of them is, hi, Michelle Graham, welcome. Thank you, Michelle. Mwah. So interesting. Okay, so this is the other gentleman. So the one gentleman is showing me a gold ring on his band. That's okay, Angela. One of them is showing up what appears to be in their 40s, and that's okay. They might be showing up in a version of themselves that is significant or that they liked. One of them, the energy is showing me sort of like a school of people. And this is what happens, guys. They give us different images or ideas. Every soul comes through differently. These two are kind of coming through together and sharing things together. One of them is coming through as this younger version of himself. They're showing me images of a celebration of life with people walking around and talking and honoring their life. And this to me looks like a fairly, I don't want to say typical, but I'm seeing I don't know if formal is the right word. Sort of a typical funeral type of situation where you're going through the different phases of sort of getting together and having a service and then going to the cemetery. And they're showing me this. They're walking me around and showing me this. It looks like a good amount of people that I'm being shown here. One is, again, they're really very merged. Looks like one was older than the other when they passed. One is showing me there's a female energy very close. Looks like a spouse energy. It's about this. She was about the same age. Left her in this world at the time of their passing, at the time of his passing. That he really has been trying to get through to. And he's been spending a lot of time and energy around her. I'm not sure which gentleman this is. Their energies are very merged. So were these gentlemen close, Angela? Because their energies are so close, or they are close to, and I'm not going to check the comments yet. I'm going to wait so you can give me yes or no's. I'm just going to share with you what's going on, because the more they give me, the more I can receive. You know, I see a lot of people at this traditional type service, and really good, loving, positive, warm energy about this person that passed. And I see a very strong energy with the wedding ring. I believe that I'm asking them inside conversation, which is the ring that they're showing me related to the service where I'm seeing a lot of people. And I'm getting a yes feeling to that energy. It doesn't mean they weren't both married. It just means that's what I'm getting. And I'm getting that this gentleman has really been trying to get through to his partner that he left here in this world. And he's sort of showing me, I'm asking whose view am I seeing? Because usually when they show me things like this, they're either showing me and I'm seeing it, or I'm seeing it as though I'm seeing it through their view. And it looks like I'm seeing it through their view because they can share that with me. And I'm seeing a lot of love and empathy. There isn't a sadness there on his part, Angela, because on the other side, we see that we're not separate at all from our loved ones, that we really haven't gone anywhere. So there's not a sadness of his departing. There is more a love and compassion for all of those who came and celebrated his life, and a gratitude, but a compassion for their emotion, because he knows and remembers, as he's been incarnated, what it feels like to lose loved ones, right? And he shows me him staying very close to loved ones and friends. And there's an element of surprise in that, how many people that he touched. I'll check your comments in a minute. I don't want to let any information that you give me interrupt what I'm getting, okay? Because if people give me information or too much information, it can disturb the flow of what I'm getting, all right? There's such gratitude and awe. He didn't realize the amount of people that he touched, the amount of people that would come and honor his life and spend time there to honor him. And he's very touched by that. His soul is very touched by that. Okay. And he's really, really been trying to get through. I believe the connection here with these two gentlemen, the reason they're so merged, is because you are the common denominator in this factor. Okay. Normally souls don't come in merged for me. Sometimes they interrupt each other, or animals interrupt, but I usually don't get so much of emergence in the energy. And but that's okay. They're sorting themselves out. Okay. Let's look over here and make sure this makes sense to you. Okay. I believe these two gentlemen were closely related and were connected in family, and this is why they're coming in merged, especially if one of them passed more recently. Let's see here. I see you, Michelle. I got you starred, honey. Okay, there we go. One was your husband. There were a lot of people at his service. Okay. So this would have been, that would be validation then that was his service and that was him coming. Okay. And I get such love and positive energy from that. Please know, Angela, he was present there because he was showing me through his bird's eye. Okay. I love that you guys are supporting each other. Let's see. Father-in-law and son-in-law. Okay. Yep. Okay. So there's the connection there with the family. Okay. That makes sense. I see it, Kawezi. Let's see here. Wrong, guys. Sorry, guys. Sorry for the pause. I'm trying to get the comments here and make sure I got. So amazing, Carla. I'm so glad. I want to make sure that I'm getting all of Angela's messages to make sure this makes sense to her. Okay. So Angela, he has been trying to get through to you in a way that is something more recognizable to you. And I'm asking what clairs is he trying to come through for you? He's showing me he's trying to come through a lot in claircognizance. So when you are, I'm asking him what that means. He says he's sending you reminders about things that you need to do, or that maybe if you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, or maybe more forgetful about things at the time, he's trying to remind you of important things. He's trying to remind you of things that would have been things that you would have done together, or that you needed to do, or that he would have taken care of. And so he says a lot of the thoughts that you're having of, oh my gosh, I need to do this, I need to remember to do that, is actually him coming through, Angela. So please know, I want you to understand. Hi, Geraldine. Hi, Helen. I want you to understand, Angela, how, hi, Ziggy, I gotcha. I want you to understand how he's like trying to come through. He does meet you in the astral plane, but I say that a lot because our loved ones do. He is trying to get through there, and he says that's helping, but he wants you to be able to decipher the thoughts. So he's asking me to share with you how you can, since you're one of your strongest clairs is the claircognizance, he's asking me to show you how to tell the difference between your thoughts and him. Okay. This is something we do in the Awakening Your Intuition program intensely, but I'm going to try to summarize it for you. If it's a first, like, boom, immediate thought, like, oh, you realize you're thinking about it, then that's him popping in. Or if you're thinking about it and you ask a question like, oh, what do I still need to do? Or which things should I do first? Or have I checked on that bill yet, or done this and that? The first answer that's like before a thought, that's him. If you start just thinking about it like you're generating it, that's you. Okay. But if it is before your thoughts, or it surprises you, or just pops in your head, or you ask a question and boom, it's real quick, that's him. Okay. I hope this helps. You kind of have to train yourself to pay attention to what that is, but he really wants you to know that that's there because he's so proud of you. And although he knows it was the right time for him to pass, he's sorry for what you're having to go through and all the things you have to do, because it is a burden when a loved one passes, right? It's burdens on us. And he loves you so much. And that's not validating information. I could just be making that up, right? But you feel that. You feel that he's loving you. Okay. The validation part is the funeral. The validation part is the wedding ring. The validation part is that he's been trying to get through to you and how. And you know that you have these thoughts. You know that you're wondering if it's him or not. Okay. So please let that be validation. And he wanted to give you that instruction so that you can start to tell the difference. Okay. Angela, do you have any other, does this make sense to you? I want to make sure this makes sense to you. Okay. So Angela, I'm going to send you off with your husband, and send you off with these gentlemen. And there's so much love. You will be able to connect with him better now that we've had this reading. Okay. I don't mean to rush anyone, guys. I would love to do each reading here as though it was a whole hour-long reading like I give my paying clients. But my job here, Spirit reminds me, is to make sure I give as much validation and comfort to as many people as I can. Okay. And I only have so much time left on this live before I have to do that. Okay. You're welcome, Angela. I'm glad that was helpful. Please keep me posted. The most important thing your loved ones want you all to know, more than anything you might want them to tell you, is that they are there and that they are okay. That's what they want you to know. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Yes, you guys send her love. Guys, send each other. I love that you're sending each other love. And if you guys find this valuable, please make sure you like this live so that more people can find it and get help, either on my pages or Veronica's pages. Okay. And if you like this and how I do this, and you guys want to learn more about connecting with your loved ones on the other side, or how to manifest and take back your power, please join me on my absolutely free platform school. Okay. It's there for you guys because I only have so much time when I get on these lives. All right. I'm going to scroll up here. Let's see who else we can get to today. Oh, why is this freezing up? Sorry, guys. I'm really trying to get to as many of you as I can. Okay, hold on a minute. I got to go down and then back up. All right. Let's see here. All right. I really am trying to get to as many of you as I can, okay? I might try to do an extra live this weekend since I missed Friday and Monday. Okay, I really want to get to you guys. I see you, Sarah Jane. I see you, Helen. Sorry, I see you, Joe. Trying to do this in order here as Spirit guided me. Who did I have to get to next here? Okay, we did Linda already. She's probably off and running. All right. Kawizi, let's see. We'll do yours real quick because I read for you a lot. So I'll do this real quick. You lost my labor Thursday. Last Thursday. Wow. It was a while ago. Okay. Her kids are taking it hard. Okay. Well, Kawizi, I don't know what your relationship is with your neighbor's kids. And I don't know who is it that has the, I'm being shown this whole like heart and chest area. Kawizi, let's see. Thank you, Sarah Jane. TJ's there, Cheryl. It's just a matter of me. It's a matter of who I get to and how fast I can get to everybody. Okay. It's not that he's not there, honey. He's there. Let's see here. Let's see, Kawizi. So Kawizi, what she's showing me is this whole, let's see here. Hi, Tracy, welcome. Let's see here. So I'm tuning into, I'm asking her about her kids and everything, Kawizi, and I'm gonna share a few things with you, and you can give me yes or no, okay, Kawizi, on this, because I'm tuning in with her. There is a sense of franticness to get through to her kids. I say this, but at the same time, you guys, souls are not, they're not frantic like we are, right? They don't have an ego anymore. They don't have a nervous system. So there's a sense of urgency, I guess is the term I should use. There's a sense of urgency that your neighbor has, Kawezi. What she's showing me is this was an unexpected health issue that caused her passing last Thursday, because I'm asking her about that. And I'm not going to read your comments right now. I'm going to wait and get a yes or no, because I want to share what's coming through. I don't want anything you share to mess up what's coming through and confuse me. Okay. Because it can throw me off. But what I'm being shown is I'm being shown something happening, like just like all of a sudden something's going wrong. Like she's showing me something went wrong. And I'm being shown actually this whole like chest cavity area. And I'm asking, well, what was it? Was it like a heart attack? Was it and it's nothing like that. I'm getting that it affected the whole body, and it's why she's showing me this whole area here. She's showing me them like trying to work on her body. But the initial cause of what was happening in her body, she's showing me, was neurological. Okay. It was something neurological, and you can tell me yes or no. If that is not correct, then I might be picking up on another soul. But this seems pretty clearly connected to your neighbor, Kawezi, that it was something neurological that all of a sudden went wrong. Like either a constriction or a bleed, maybe in her brain. And it just, everything else just started to shut down. It started to interrupt her whole body. Like, and I said, is that why she's showing me? I'm asking, is that why she's showing me this whole area here? Like, between her shoulders and her pelvis, that it just started to shut down her organs. And there was nothing they could do about it. It was a one-way ticket, she's showing me, and that was her way out. That was her way of exiting. And I say this, guys, with a grain of salt, okay? I say this with a grain of salt because both are true. Please believe me, both are true, okay? They both are sorry. Like, she's so sorry to her kids. Like, she's so sorry that she left this way, that she shocked them, that she feels like she's showing me they feel like the rug was just completely pulled out from under them. They have no idea what to do. They feel completely lost and helpless. They're in total shock. That's what she's showing me. I get big chills, and that tells me that she's thanking me. She's saying, yes, Larkin, that's right. When I get chills, that spirit saying yes, that's clearly what I want to say. She's sorry about that. The soul, though, like her higher soul, also knows that her soul gave that permission. We cannot come into this world or pass. Nothing can happen to us without our soul's permission. This is part of our free will. Okay, so at the same time, her soul gave permission for this to happen. And we don't see the big picture, right? So like her family is here struggling and suffering with this, but in the bigger picture, she knows it's all right. Her soul can see that she gave permission, even though her children and her family cannot. Okay. So both are true. And I know that sounds like counterintuitive, but just please trust me when I'm telling you both are true. Okay. She also wants them to know, Kawezi, I don't know if they'll listen to you. Then I'll check your messages in a minute. Okay. Everything is going to be okay. They are going to be all right. Everything is going to sort itself out. She knows they did not have anything prepared. They didn't have, this was unexpected. There's going to be unexpected expenses, last minute decisions to make, all sorts of things that were unaccounted for. And she is so sorry for that, but she wants them to know it's going to be all right. And she's going to guide and help them. All right. Okay. Let me tune in here and see what you wrote. Let me scroll up. I just didn't want to read anything because she had such a flow. I didn't want to break my flow if I read something that you're saying. And I don't want any information. Okay. All right, so correct. Okay, awesome. Okay, got that. Let's see here. Hi, Virginia. Welcome. Yes, I've got a list of people here. I've been starring with their specific readings. Okay, thank you guys for your feedback, Carly. Your hearts are so sweet. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. Heart attack. Okay. So that's why it's right here. Okay. But something started neurologically, Kawezi. Something happened in her brain that shut down the other organs. So that's probably why the first thing I felt was up here, like a heart attack. But then when I asked her if that's what caused it, the answer was no. So there was something that led to the heart attack. And you can probably get that validation from them. Okay. Because although she's showing me this area, she showed me that something triggered that heart attack. So let's see. Hi, Kathleen. Welcome. Let's see. Michelle Davison, welcome. Hi, Carissa. Let's see. I got chills that night when I went down to her house and I told them she was around. Good for you. You're practicing, Kawezi. I'm so proud of you. This is the kind of practice your family is trying to help you do from the other side. I'm so proud of you. You were such a blessing and a conduit. And now you can take this and you can share this information with them as well. Okay. You can share this validation that she gave me today. Okay. Let's see here. I see you, Carla. Guys, if I do not get to you, I do not have to go to the barn tonight. I do have to take care of my parents. But if I do not get to read for you today, I will pop back in the comments and at least give you something. And then if you want to join me when I do readings later this weekend, when I do my bonus reading and you want me to read for you online, I can do that. If you want to know when that's going to be, I would recommend you guys join my school for free. It's absolutely free, but it will tell you when I am online doing readings. It has my reading schedule on there. And this link I'm posting in the comments right now, I will post when I'm going to get online this weekend to do bonus readings. Okay. I have Furball Friday on Friday. That's just for animal readings, but I will get on and do a bonus reading for you guys this weekend. So if you want to know when that's going to be, either like and follow my psychic medium page down here or join my school that I just posted. It's absolutely free. I have a calendar on there. It will tell you when I'm going to be on because I guarantee you I will not get to all of you today. There's no way I can get to all of you today. Okay. But I will get to as many of you as I can. All right. But whoever I don't get to today, I'll try to pick up over the weekend on a bonus reading, but you'll need to either get on my Larkin Psychic Media page or join my school, and then you'll know when that will be. Okay. But I will get on and comment to all of you guys later tonight. If you do not get a reading, I will answer your comments tonight. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Kawezi, I hope that helps, honey. You're going to tell them about this. Excellent. You can have them get on and listen to the reading if you want. They especially need to hear, it is beautiful, isn't it, Kelsey? They need to hear that it's going to be okay. All those things they've been left with last minute because she was mama. I mean, she took care of stuff. So they are going to need to know that that's okay and they're going to be able to handle everything. Okay. So please make sure that they know that. Guys, I want to get to all of you so badly. Let's see. Here's what I'm going to do. Guys, if you want to get a reading from me on this, and I have not gotten to you today, here are the two things you need to do. Number one, you need to like and follow my psychic medium page. And number two, you need to join my school that I just posted in here. And it's absolutely free. I am going to post in there when I'm going to do this bonus reading. And I'm going to do this especially for you because you guys have been on here waiting patiently for a reading. I have to go to the hospital and check on my father and talk to the doctors about his stroke tonight. I have to, and I have to go take care of their cats. I am so sorry. So I cannot do 2 hours tonight, but I will get on for a bonus reading. It will probably be Sunday. Or I may do the extra one on Friday, but I will post it in this school link, and I will post it on my psychic medium page, and I will get on tonight, and I will respond to all of you who did not get a reading and remind you to join me for a live reading on Saturday or Friday or Sunday. Okay. Saturday I can't, because Saturday is Meet Your Spirit Guides. If you want to meet your spirit guides, literally, here is the link right here. larkinsreadings@gmail.com. If you want to join, I have a couple spaces left. You need to write spirit guides in there in an email to me, to larkinsreadings@gmail.com. You need to write spirit guides. You need to save larkinsreadings@gmail.com to your contacts, or when I send you the Zoom link, it's going to go to spam. Okay, so that is also sent. Those are your instructions. Okay, and if you found this valuable today, please like it so other people can find it. I will do my very best to get to every one of you that wanted a reading tonight. Okay, but get on my psychic medium page or my school, so that you know I'm going to do a bonus reading just for you on Friday or Sunday. Okay, so you want to keep alert. School will actually light up in red and flash and tell you when I'm live, to make sure you don't miss it. And you can check out my calendar. I will post it on the school calendar, and I will post it on here on my psychic medium page. Okay, and then the rest of you, if you're going to join Meet Your Spirit Guides, I look forward to seeing you Saturday. I love you all so much. Thank you for your prayers and blessings from my father. I'm going to go see him right now. And I will see you all Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Mwah. Thank you guys for tuning in. Bye-bye. Bye, guys.